Alright guys, so there's no sketch this week, and I apologize deeply from the bottom of my scrotum that is the case, but my brain kind of works in a way where I never sit down with the express intention of writing out a sketch. The ideas just sort of pop into my head randomly, and then I'll sort of follow that thread and just write the whole sketch out. But my brain also sort of works in a way where sometimes ideas just don't pop into my head for days or even weeks at a time. So I would honestly much rather just keep shooting and keep releasing videos and just have a nice good sketch when I have the idea for one, instead of trying to force it like weekly or something and then the quality just go down. So after all, what we're all here for is photography, I would imagine. I know a lot of you really enjoy the sketches, so I'm sorry. But again, I'd rather have nice quality sketches when I can, rather than shitty ones every single week. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into this quick video today. This is another 85 blue hour sunset sort of shoot, and I'll begin it the way that I begin a lot of these videos, and that is I met up with Ty. I like shooting with Ty because he wears glasses, so he looks like a nerd, which in turn makes me look cool beside him. These are all just sort of warm-ups. One of the guys I watch on YouTube is another small channel like mine. His name is Rob. I'll link him down in the description, and he's been doing a lot of like minimalist architectural stuff lately, so it kind of gave me the creative juice to get out there and try to flex that muscle as much as I can and get used to shooting that, because I really do like those types of photos. A lot of these storefronts have been empty ever since the disease spread through our species. But now they're starting to be remodeled on the inside, so we have a lot of these empty storefronts with just like a lone ladder and light, which I thought was pretty interesting. More artsy-fartsy stuff and a bit of a foreshadowing into one of my favorite photos later on, where I kind of split the frame, not quite down the middle for this one, but about in thirds, with a nice warm light and tree on the right, and then some cooler blue hour tones on the left.
Super quiet, what the fuck? Dude, I need that camera. Look at this fucking goddamn thing, it's so loud, dude. I hate this fucking camera sometimes.
It was actually quite liberating taking the 85 out and not just focusing on people. It was fun to play with the compression on other things, like these empty, sort of depressing little scenes here. I also wanted to play with some slower shutter speed shots. I always really love taking these. It's a lot of fun, and it adds an element of luck to where you sort of hope that they don't move if you're at like 1/20 or something, because even a little bit of movement can result in your subject being blurry as well. just like this one. The subjects were cool. I think there was some nice gestures, but just too slow, and their movement was captured on camera. I kind of like what this one could have been, but I shot it at f1.4 unfortunately, so the girl on the left is a little bit out of focus, but I do like how the girl on the right is sort of blue tones and the one on the left is a lot warmer, plus that nice light behind them to sort of tie it all together. I really liked this one. She was actually walking with a kid, but I decided to crop all that out and just have her in the balloon. This subject here has one of my favorite shots of the night. I started with this sort of side-on shot, but it wasn't really doing it for me. There just wasn't enough depth. So eventually we moved around to the side, and then I split the frame right down the middle and put him on the right, and then the nice cool tones of the alley on the left. Just being a dipshit, trying to get creative, and making some terrible photos in the process.
Thing is always crooked, man.
Great job, dumbass. You made it even more crooked.
Not this place, but I can never get anything here. It's so weird.
Yeah, I tried to do like speed, like movements and stuff like that, and it never comes out.
It just looks weird.
Yeah, it's just like a blank, all white.
Yeah. The reflections though are pretty cool. There's something.
See what I mean? He's got glasses, so he's already more nerdy than me. But in all seriousness, I do like shooting with Ty. We have very similar styles, and we are attracted to a lot of the same things, so we end up working together nicely, where nobody's kind of running away to go do their own thing, and then we have to find each other later on and all that stuff. We end up sort of moving as one unit, which works really well.
This is one stinky fucking alleyway.
Hey, yo, we got us a stinky alley. Get the shot, get the shot.
I saw this from outside the banister and I had to come over and shoot it. He was just lined up so perfectly, and the very first shot was the only keeper because then this guy moved in the way. So I'm really glad I took advantage of the situation when I could.
That's a nice little Uber sign.
Always fun.
Gruber.
That's classic Gruber.
McGruber. Pubes. I've been seeing like these fucking reels on Instagram of like chimps hugging puppies, and I'm like, God, you guys better be careful, man. Chimps lose their fucking shit really easily. They'll just fucking rip that thing in half. No problem, and then suck the blood out of it.
Yeah, just like, huh. I wonder if I can get that meat off of this bone without flinching.
Yeah. Easily, dude. When it opens, it'll be nice to shoot. Look at these bar stools. Dude, yeah, this is awesome. Oh, there's a guy. There's one gay. How you doing, gay?
I can throw up and they just,
Yeah, the only spot. I wish he was sitting in a different spot too though. He's probably the fucking chef or something. General manager. The genital manager.
Give them what they want. Just keep giving them what they want.
Did he say people are gullible? Yeah, that guy sounded like angry and happy at the same time. It's like, man, this is bullshit. Well, let's try this restaurant again. I love this place.
There's a couple more ones that I really liked. This first lady, she had this contemplative look as she looked off into the distance. I sort of like that she's covering her mouth too. It makes it a little more interesting. And in this one, she seems pretty interested in conversation, although more than likely she's just ordering some food.
The light here is always good, but they're always facing that way, so their face is always dark. Maybe when she comes back. Come on, lady. I don't have all night. Damn it. Probably about that time. Pug's probably angry already.
It's nice to find an old man that pays no attention to his surroundings, because then you can really take your time and get in close and he'll never even know you're there. Ty split off and went back to his car because he has a long drive to get home, and this is the last piece of shit of the night, just trying to play with some shadows on the ground here, but I think it's just too messy in the background to really make it look nice. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this is a bit more of a boring video. I definitely have some sketches coming up soon that I just need to find the time to film, and then hopefully some more ideas will be swirling around in my head. I have a video coming probably next with a glass blower buddy of mine, so that was kind of cool to go down there and take photos of slightly different stuff. So make sure to subscribe for that. I think some of those photos turned out really cool. But if that's not what interests you, subscribe anyway, because you know you're a nice person, and so am I guess, or something. I'll see you guys in the next one.